Out of the Rough, I'm with Casey Kirkman. Casey Kirkman is a leader in the Santa Clarita Valley. I'd call you that, most definitely. On the Chamber, Santa Clarita Valley Board of Directors and Chamber Board of Directors with me, and also on the EDC, yes. Economic Development Corporation. You're also the owner of Affordable Quality Moving and Storage. And I want to talk about, since the show is Out of the Rough, some tips. Someone's looking to move. It's a very stressful time.
Yep.
I recommend everybody don't move yourself.
Absolutely.
Especially if you want to keep your marriage strong,
yes.
Your relationships strong.
Your friendships with your buddies that are broken.
Exactly. So hire a professional to do it.
Yeah.
So what are some of the tips that you give out when it comes to getting a quote and selecting a company in that industry?
Sure. Well, first of all, thanks for having me, Fred. You speak of the Chamber of Commerce board. You are going to be the incoming president of that, our leader, and I appreciate all the work that you do for the community as well. If you talk about leaders, you're definitely a leader that we all look up to. Some of the major things with moving is the reputation of online. Back in the day, it was you would go to your local Yellow Pages, you would look at the 4 guys that are in your local city. You knew where they were. You go in and have them come out and get you an estimate. And the internet's great, but it's also been a drawback to a lot of service-oriented industries like both of ours. So you get the people that want to go into loans.com or different things like that, and they get a number of brokers that these lead sources sell them to, and a lot of those in the moving and storage industry are brokers, or they're maybe not licensed individuals. So what I suggest for anybody looking to get a quote or looking to move is to ask for referrals. A majority of our business comes from realtor referrals, lenders like yourself. And what I would make sure that they have a physical address. A lot of guys are brokers online, and they're working out of a dorm room, or they're working out of their parents' basement, and they're selling these to sometimes unscrupulous business. They don't back up their business practices, and I would just definitely make sure that you ask for referrals and make sure they have a physical address somewhere in your local community.
I made that mistake. Called someone out. I didn't know you yet, and got a quote, and the quote was a really good quote.
Sure.
And after they moved, the cost was about 40% more.
Yes.
In fact, we called you back because we just fired him.
Sure.
Because it was in the middle of the move. And what's my wife can do is they said, give her a check. What's she going to do?
Yep.
The person that comes asks for the check's twice the size of her.
Yep.
And so it's somewhat intimidating. And of course, you guys finished the move afterwards. But that is really important.
Sure. Yeah, it's really unfortunate that people will take advantage of that. When people are quoting you online or on the phone and telling you what the price is going to be, they have no idea if it's going to be a long carry. They have no idea the access to the community. On the local moves, it mostly goes by hourly. So how long are you going to have those guys out there? And then on long distance, it goes by weight and distance. So when you're telling somebody a price over the phone, and it could be a 40% change or a double in some instances. They try to, it's the old bait and switch. They tell you a lower price, knowing it's a lower price, and then when they get out there, they have your stuff on the truck.
And what are you going to do?
You're stressed out,
right.
And a lot of the times maybe it's people, seniors, maybe it's women moving, things like
Someone
that.
that's not familiar with it.
And they're not familiar. And you get some guys out there, some big burly guys, and they're asking for more money. What are you going to say? You're in the middle of it. They have your stuff, and it's it's pirating, if you will. So that's why local companies that have a good reputation and knowing the owner. Every move is going to be unique, and you really want to have somebody come out and get you a written estimate. And the words that you want to remember are binding or do not exceed. Because when people are coming out and they're kind of giving a ceiling, no ceiling to what the pricing could be, it could be what they told you it would be, or it could be tenfold that. So just make sure they give you a do not exceed price.
A do not exceed, and of course is binding. And make sure they send enough people out to do the job in one day.
Yes. Yeah.
I remember one of the moves we had, it took them 2 days.
Yeah.
And it was very unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, if you're on, if you call in and someone hasn't seen the home, and they might have been a scrupulous company, but if they're just going by what they're hearing on the phone, they're not going to send it. We always try to send out an extra couple of guys because it ends up saving money in the long run.
Yeah. I want to ask you, and just switch gears just real quick.
Sure.
Because you're very involved, and I got you as a referral through the community. I think that's critical. But you're very involved with the EDC.
Yes.
Tell us about the EDC.
The EDC is a really powerful group of people. I don't know why I'm on it, but I use the word powerful loosely, obviously. But it's a lot of the community leaders that truly care about the Santa Clarita Valley, and it's becoming prosperous and growing into the future. So I got involved in it through Don Fleming of Valenciacra, and talk about leaders in the community. Mm-hmm. And he got me involved, and I just couldn't be happier. We go out and we try to attract businesses here. We try to keep people that are considering moving out of the state of California, let alone the Santa Clarita Valley. And the idea is to get people here, create commerce, and with that you create tax revenues, employee revenue taxes, business taxes, income taxes, and then we all, our schools benefit from that.
Our children benefit from it.
Everybody.
Our roads, our parks, everything.
Yeah, it's easy to sit back and second guess things people are doing in the community, but I didn't want to be one of those guys. I want to get in there and understand why people are making decisions, whether I agree with them or not. Every one of them isn't perfect, but the intention is good, and being involved in it, I couldn't be happier.
Yeah, and it's all part of giving back to the community.
100%.
Yeah. Very good. Well, thanks for your time. Appreciate it, and thanks for all you do, and thanks for being on the board of directors of the Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah, and welcome as a new president.
Thank you. Real quick, phone number at
661-254-7823.
661-254-7823. Appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.
Yep. We're going to jump to a quick break. We'll be right back.